And I want you to receive at the podium right now the man that Minister Farrakhan has in command of the military training of men who belong to Islam in North America. A bold young man, a bad black man, a strong young man, your friend, your brother, and our military commander in this hour for Minister Farrakhan, the supreme captain of the nation of Islam, Brother Supreme Captain Mustapha Farrakhan. Bring him on.
All praises be to Allah. Yes, sir. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. And I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. I would like to greet all of my brothers and sisters here in this auditorium, and to all my brothers and sisters throughout this nation that is looking by satellite or webcast, and to all our brothers and sisters that's outside the country that is tuning in. I would like to thank all of the men and women across this nation that helped make this event possible. On behalf of the Farrakhan family, we would like to thank each and every one of you who have extended a prayer or sent a letter or a card to my father and to the family and to those of us that are here to look after him. But the beautiful feeling to me is that he's here. And hopefully he's in his comfortable seat, tuning in, making sure that everything is well. But I just want to say to you, Pop, you have been God's instrument in our midst for half a century. And I know that your work is not through. And all of these detractors and people who think that you have seen the end of Farrakhan. You better not think it for a minute. Because those of us that you see here have internalized and embodied the principles that the minister lives his life on. And you would have to kill us all. Men, women, and children to stop the rise of what you see here in America. But Pop, there's no pain that you have that Allah can't heal. That's right. There's no hurt that you have that He can't heal. For all of us know that all things work according to Allah's perfect and holy will. So no matter what it is that you're going through, I know that my Allah will get you through. So the battle that you called us to, it's not just yours, but you know it's the Lord's. This battle has always been the Lord's battle, and you have been the latest exponent of the battle. But it ain't yours all alone. We are here
from California to New York, from one end of this world to the other. We are here to wage the battle. All of you here that have had an opportunity to be in his company. He has went across religious lines. Even though when some of you didn't want him to come. But perfect love casteth out fear. And some of you were scared to death to stand with him from time to time. But when you got in trouble, Farrakhan was the first man on deck for all of you who have been getting into battles with this government. Yeah. The record is clear. People outside of our community hastened you to repudiate him based on their interests. And some of you were weak, and you did. But despite what you did, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan still reached out and tried to make brotherhood with you across ideological lines. He never made you give up your identity in his presence. He never told you to be what he is. He just told you the truth. And we responded. But I say to you, my brothers and sisters, that it's our time now to show gratitude to a man that stood for you and I when we were too weak to stand for ourselves. Now that he has taken a step back to look at what we have in the nation, a lot of you have sought refuge under the umbrella of the nation also. You know who you are. And we know who you are. So in my conclusion, I want to let you all know that until we as a people understand that when any luminary or charismatic leader that is in your midst, we all are fallible and we all are going to pass from the scene. And if we have not matured to the point where we structure our nation so that no matter who leaves or the evil accident of time calls them on in, that the nation will still go on. You don't have to worry about the Nation of Islam because God set this up. But it's time now for this new line of leadership that is coming up to let all those of you who want to lead our people, you're either going to lead not for vain purposes and not for self-aggrandizement, but all of you that want to lead our people should pledge your life. If you turn against the aspirations of this people, you should pay with your life. And until you're ready to pay with your life, then get out of the leadership business. Because we, the new leadership that's coming up, we're not going to take that mess. I would like to bring to you a brother. You can stand, you can clap, because this brother has been learning his lessons well. And that's like my brother. We the same brothers of two different sides of the coin. But this brother comes from the loins of a man, my God, who had a perfect will to deliver us, and a mother who is a righteous woman. I thank Allah for you, Minister Ishmael, and I thank Allah for you, Dad, for choosing him at this time to represent all of us in the Nation of Islam. Please help me welcome our brother and your brother, Minister Ishmael Muhammad, as he takes us further into our program. Assalamu alaikum.
My children love me. I hemorrhaged here at this farm, and my son wrapped me in a towel, and we put on some kind of clothes, and they rushed me to the hospital.
They had a cartoon that came out in the New York Post of two Jewish doctors operating on my father with a saw in their hand, with lines going across the neck, talking about we're going to remove the cancer, or basically cutting off his head. And that is the backdrop of us trying to make a decision of where we're going to take the minister. We drove. When he got to that hospital, they had to give him some type of medication to stop the pain, and the medication that they gave him caused them to be in more pain. And as honest to God, I felt this was my sentiment, that if my father died on this table, he's not going to be the only one that died.
I would like my children to say to me, we watched you all your life struggle. To see the rise of black people. Take your rest. We will carry on this mission until black people all over this earth are free and human beings can live a dignified life without oppression and ignorance as the constant burden.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. And I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. I would like to greet my brothers and sisters with the greeting words of peace and of paradise of Assalamu alaikum. To Reverend Willie Wilson and his beautiful wife, I just want to thank you, brother, for every time we come this way, it's right before a journey. And I don't think this time is any different. 23 years ago, Almighty God, Allah, blessed one of his servants to make a call. And evidently, the God had favor on his servant because the God put the spirit in the hearts of his people to respond to that call. 23 years ago, Almighty God was showing the world, whether you like it or not, his choice. He chose us as a people, but everybody has to have a head. And whether you subscribe to all that the minister believes is irrelevant. The minister has been teaching for 6 decades. And no one here, by the grace of Allah, I believe, know the enemy better than this man sitting behind me. Over the years, we all have been tried. And those characteristics of jealousy and envy has crept in to the movement. And this is why when our enemy represents the minister to the people, it's always skewed in how he represents this man of God. But the time has come that we don't give a damn what they think about our man. And any one of you that do not do the research before you condemn this man, you will be dealt with by our people. Because when you deny this man, you are denying the very liberation and the salvation of us as a people. And all of us have held our peace because of this man. I thank Allah for this man, and I thank Allah for my mother. And I want him to know that the movement is safe. We have, everybody in here have come from an infinity of time, and we're here for a few moments in time, and then we go back into an infinity of time. We have to be the strong link in the chain from ancestor to ancestor. What are you going to do with the time that you have? I would like to present to you a man who, in my humble judgment, is the Prince of Peace. A man, in my judgment, who is the personification of love. And a man, in my humble judgment, who is the voice of God in our midst. Help me to bring to these microphones our brother, our friend, our leader, our teacher, our guide. Help me to bring the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Thank you, son. You sounded so strong. A warrior spirit